Hey everybody, I am 22 Tiger Dude and I am here to review the SpongeBob episode Money Talks, requested by Ironclad Charger 66. Money Talks is about when Mr. Krabs wishes that he could talk to money. So his wish comes true and he's talking to his money and everyone thinks he's just going crazy. This episode is 7 minutes long, so it's not a very long episode. It was a creative episode. I actually enjoy Money Talks. I like it a lot. The storyline is good. It is satisfying. There are funny moments. The idea of Mr. Krabs talking to money was nice to see, especially since we all know how much Mr. Krabs loves money. It may not be the most original idea that you've seen in SpongeBob, but I think the idea is actually pretty cool. I found myself enjoying this episode. I'm just sitting there with a nice smile. It's a SpongeBob episode that really satisfies me. They really did do a good job with the episode. My problems with this episode is that it could get rushed at moments. Maybe a moment where I found the storyline to be a little far-fetched. And the ending does feel rushed in my opinion. I enjoy the ending. It's funny, but it feels abrupt. And I thought there were a couple of scenes that could have been executed better. Money Talks overall is a really good episode. I enjoy it a lot. I'm giving Money Talks a 7.5 out of 10. It does as much as it could do in 7 minutes. And I gotta say, the writers used it properly. SpongeBob vs. the Patty Gadget is once again requested by Ironclad Charger 66. This episode is about when Mr. Krabs brings in a Patty Gadget, SpongeBob feels replaced, so SpongeBob challenges the Patty Gadget and they have their competition. So this is about a 4-minute long episode. SpongeBob vs. the Patty Gadget I think is a good episode. I enjoy it. The storyline is good. It's nicely done. It does feel rushed, and that's because they had to try to go as quick as they can for a very short time limit. It could have been executed better. The rush pacing does get a little too distracting sometimes. You could predict how the ending was going to go, and it was kind of dumb, but I guess that's the point. I gotta give this episode credit for going rhyme after rhyme. I know some people found the rhyming in this episode to be very distracting, but me personally, I thought that was really well done. I was really digging the rhyme all the way through this short 4-minute episode actually. I was entertained by this episode. It's good. I just personally think if this episode was at its normal 11-minute timing, it potentially could have been a better episode. I liked it, and I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's a good episode. I found myself smiling watching it. Slimy Dancing is once again requested by Ironclad Charger 66. And Slimy Dancing is about when SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward enter a dance contest. When Squidward auditions for the dance contest, he doesn't make it. Squidward accidentally, he goes inside SpongeBob, and he has this crazy idea of entering the contest, but with SpongeBob dancing, except it would actually be Squidward dancing. Slimy Dancing, I thought was really good. I really dug this episode. There's a nice little twist at the end that, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw it, I didn't really see coming, and I actually thought that was very well done. It was funny. It was stupid. The whole show scene when Squidward is dancing instead of SpongeBob and how that all turns out, it was definitely really funny, and I enjoyed how it was handled. Patrick was hilarious here, and Oh my gosh. Patrick having the cramps in his episode, he was just so funny. It kind of brought back a little bit of that Sponge Guard on duty feel when Patrick had the cramps. The dance show scenes before SpongeBob and Squidward came up, it was a lot of fun to watch. It's an episode I feel overall has a very great structure. My only issues with this episode is that I feel like a few scenes in this episode, it could get really boring. It could get a little dragged, a little uninteresting. I also have to say that while the epilogue was funny, I did laugh. I cannot deny that. I just really think it was very unnecessary and it really was not needed. It's like, what was the point of that epilogue? Also, how come Sandy was not in the epilogue? You saw SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs in the epilogue, but no Sandy? Come on. She is one of the main characters of SpongeBob. It's another example that shows the writers don't give a crap about Sandy. If they really give a crap about her, they would actually remember to add her in the epilogue. Sandy wasn't in this episode, but adding her in the epilogue would have been great to see. I think it's a well done episode. I really dug it. There were funny moments. The writing is actually pretty good. It's just a nice, splendid watch. I'm going to give Slimy Dance an 8 out of 10. Subscribe to my channel, comment your opinion on this SpongeBob episode, like and share this video, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I am 22 Tiger Dude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!